Hi ladies, I hope you're well. Today we are looking at Solemn Promises. So let's get into the first quote. God made from the man a woman to be a companion and helpmeet for him, to be one with him, to cheer, encourage and bless him. He in turn is to be her strong helper. And the reason why I really like that quote is because sometimes the term help me, when it comes to like terms like help me and submissive, they're definitely seen in a negative connotation. But people also forget that the Bible tells men to submit, to God, submit to each other. And here we see that a man is to be a strong helper. So just as how a woman helps a man is to help a woman. Yes, our roles are different, but we are here as a team. No one is better than the other. All right, so let's go to the second quote. Marriage ceremonies are made matters of display, extravagance, and self-indulgence. But if the contracting parties are agreed in religious belief and practice, and everything is consistent, and the ceremony be conducted without display and extravagance, marriage at this time need not be displeasing to God. There is no reason why we should make great parade or display, even if the parties were perfectly suited to each other. So people probably, oh sorry, my creaky floor and my clicky hip. I'm telling you, age, I just heard a click. But anyway, people will probably hear that quote and then say, oh, does she just want the wedding day to be a boring day? But it's supposed to be a beautiful day. It's a solemn day because it's two people making a huge commitment. But what she's saying is you don't have to do all the extras. You don't have to think, man, I'm getting married, so I have to spend a ton of money. Do what you can afford with the people that you love. If some people unfortunately won't be able to be invited, they'll understand, especially in this day and age. But I'm sure, like myself, you've seen a lot of reality TV shows where it becomes bridezilla or about the dress, or people have this huge extravaganza only to get divorced like a few months or a few years later. Because my husband and I have been saying this for years. A lot of people want a wedding day, but they don't actually want a marriage. And when you're married, you realize that, wow, the wedding was literally just one day. It's the whole of our lives. So that's just something to put into perspective. It's no hate or no shade on your day. Yes, have a beautiful day, but just remember where you're placing the emphasis. The emphasis needs to be placed on the character and the life that you're building afterwards, not just having a huge parade just to show people, oh, look how I turned up for my wedding day. All right. Now, the last bit, this is actually from a letter. But while you are to blend as one, neither of you is to lose his or her individuality in the other. God is the owner of your individuality. Of him you are to ask, what is right? What is wrong? How may I best fulfill the purpose of my creation? I absolutely love that because it's about the individuality. Yes, you are one in marriage, you are a couple, but it is so important, right? To remember who you are as a person, yeah? To remember, who am I? What do I actually like? A lot of people don't actually ask themselves, what do I like? What makes me happy? And you can check my video about, I'm sure I've done a video here on happiness before. Happiness is important, Yes, it's fleeting, as in you may feel happy this minute, you don't feel happy the next, but happiness is important. And you need to actually ask yourself, what makes me happy? Because if you check it, a lot of people, the reason why they're getting divorced nowadays is because they say, I'm not happy, right? But my happiness isn't in King. Yes, he makes me happy, but I have to find happiness within myself. Because let's say your partner's going through a hard time, your spouse, is going through a hard time, then am I going to go for a hard time too because they're going for a hard time? Like, yes, I'm going to be feeling it for them, but I can't put all my happiness in another person. Just as how I can't put all my happiness in just material things, because when it goes, now I will no longer be happy. You have to find happiness in and of yourself. What different things can I do every day that bring me joy, that bring me happiness? Yeah, it's important. Who am I as an individual? Because a lot of people get lost in marriage because they kind of have this false idea that, well, I'm married now, so it's all about the unit. Yes, it's all about the unit, but two people make up that unit. You need two individuals who have their own strong relationship in Christ to make that unit better. I hope I'm making sense. But anyway, that is Solemn Promises. Our verse of encouragement is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. All right then, ladies, have a lovely day. Bye.